Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan
And Angela.
from EMG Pickups. No, not really. We're from RNA Music, your mom and pop guitar shop and lesson studio, deep in the heart of Canton, Texas.
Yes.
That's where we are right now, and we're about to answer y'all's questions.
Yowzins.
Let's do this.
Yes.
First question, Matt Demaz. Pretty bummed about Vinnie Paul's death. Got any favorite songs or memories? Pretty much learned how to drum to Pantera tracks because a lot of the stuff was beginner friendly, like Walk. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was pretty bummed about that. If you go check out last week's Saturday vlog, I kind of started the vlog with that because, you know, I was up early in the morning, checked my phone in the middle of the night, I don't know about it. Yeah, pretty bummed out about it, you know. I was a pretty massive Pantera fan as a young teenager, you know, drummer and a guitar player, so I love Vinnie Paul a lot, his drumming, and as much as I like Dime and his guitar playing, so pretty big influence on me. So pretty bummed. The rumor is it was a massive heart attack. It's not been confirmed because the family is still saying, you know, we would like to, you know, keep whatever. But the rumor was it was, because I looked it up, and that he had a home in Las Vegas as well as Dallas. So he was in his Las Vegas home, and I think the Las Vegas newspaper said it was a heart attack, but don't know, but you know, pretty bummed. Favorite memories, that's tough. I saw Pantera three times. My first concert ever was Pantera. It was pretty intense. I saw him play with Hell Yeah at least once. And then probably my favorite, maybe one of my favorite memories, the one that sticks out is when Black Label Society came through Dallas on the Mafia tour. So, you know, big Zakk Wylde fan too. So me and my buddy Charlie, who was in one of our videos, we went to that show, and I like got way down front. I was like right up by the stage because there was Zakk, you know. And on one of their songs at the very end, Vinnie came on stage and got up and played drums on a Black Label song. And that whole drum set was just like every time he would hit it, it was just, I mean, the whole drum riser was shaking like he was hitting so hard. And I thought, wow, he really hits hard. Like the other, you know, the Black Label drummer, he played pretty hard too, but Vinnie was just like, it's like slamming it. And I was like, wow, yeah, that was awesome. So, and that's probably the closest I'd ever been to, I mean, I was like 15 feet from the drums probably. It was really close. And so I'll always remember that because that was pretty cool. But yeah, pretty sad, really. I mean, 54 is definitely too young for anybody.
It really is.
Under any circumstances, I think. So
yeah, pretty
bummed about it. But thanks for the question, Matt. I know a lot of people, if you're into the heavy music and rock music and metal stuff, a lot of people feel the same ways. Next question. Clyde Cactus. Hi, Ryan and Angela. First off, thanks a bunch for the singing tips a few weeks ago. Been working on it. Can get close enough to do basic stuff at bars and whatnot, which was the goal, honestly. Thanks a million for that. My question is about basses. We should have a guest for this. I know who could answer this question.
I know, right?
What are your thoughts on 5 strings? What would be the benefit of playing a 4 over a 5? Because I'm having a hard time going back now after fooling around with the 5 string at low B. It's just nice to be able to drop down the 5 instead of going up. Again, thanks a ton for the singing tips. I may not be Caruso, but I can almost hit a couple of notes kind of now. Have a great day. That's awesome, man. I'm glad some of the singing tips helped.
Me too.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Now, yeah, once you go 5, it's hard to go back to 4. Less is not more. More is more. More is more. Less is, it can't be more. More is more. And I don't play bass as much as my friend Paul, the very bitter bass player. He's not very bitter. He's only mildly bitter. He's humorously bitter.
He's quasi-bitter.
He's quasi-bitter. He's the Diet Coke of bitterness. Paul has a lot of 5 strings. Now, he started on an upright bass and then went to a 4 string. And then when he got a 5, he was like, oh, it's over. And like, you know, I think he owns a 4 now, but he owns many 5 string basses. that necessitate an entire
I
rack.
can hear him go, this is mini. I can hear him just say that. I don't own mini.
Yeah. Oh, let's talk about
You said that, didn't you? You did. Yeah.
furiously typing right now.
Oh, mini.
He has owned
Yeah.
several 5-strings. Currently owns a couple of 5-strings. But I know Paul will tell you it's great. He likes it because, like, when stuff's in alternate tunings, like, he hates the alternate tune. He'll just like, I'll just use my 5-string. Like, why go to drop D when you have a 5-string? Forget it. So he likes it because, you know, you don't have to retune your bass. You just play on the 5. And you know, a 4 is great. Nothing wrong with them at all. But I think having the extra option of the 5 is nice. And nowadays, so many people use 5-string and 6-string basses. It's not as uncommon as it used to be.
Right.
Nicholas, our son, owns 3 basses, and 2 of them are 5-strings, and 1's a 4. So, you know, there are a lot more options you have with a 5, and you can do things with it that you can't do with a 4. So why not maximize that extra opportunity? I also love going to the lower notes. When I do have to play bass, sometimes I fill in at bass at church, whatever, and I'm like, hey, I'm playing the low C. Not that other C, we're going low. So it's fun to rumble like that. But yeah, maybe Paul will come in and furiously type. He can actually type with all fingers. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is just more aggressive,
Yeah.
I guess. More furious.
That's how Tom Brokaw typed.
Does it?
So I did.
That's how Phil typed.
They did it whenever he retired, and they did a montage about Tom Brokaw. He was in the newsroom going like this. I was like, that is awesome.
That's funny.
To get where he got and
See?
2-finger typing.
See, it wasn't his typing skills that got him the job. It's his reporting skills. Thanks for the question, Clyde. I think 5s are great, and I agree. It's kind of hard to go back to a 4 after playing on a 5. All right. Thanks, man. Next question. Mike Cashel. Hi, Mike.
Oh.
He says, I absolutely love you guys. Thank you.
We absolutely love you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. I received my RNA shirt this week, and it's awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you for buying an RNA shirt. I appreciate everything you both do to continue the advancement of the arts of music to others. My question is, if you had your choice of guitar manufacturer brands and also amplifier brands, what would you like to carry and why? Good question. I think we answered something similar to this.
Similar.
Recently, but air just came on. I'm gonna go turn it off because it's noisy.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Good old building.
It's the middle of the day on Friday. We're sweating in the heat with no air, so y'all can have good audio.
Yeah. Do it for the love.
Choice of guitar manufacturer brands, also amplifier brands. What would you like to carry and why? I'm probably gonna go with amps. I'd probably say Mesa Boogie, just because I'm a big fan of them.
Our second child was almost named Mesa.
If it was a girl,
Yeah.
it's a great name.
Yeah.
Our dog is named Mesa.
Here, Romy.
Wow. Biscuits. You shaved them.
I did.
Those don't even look like the same dog. Our Maltese is named
Yes.
Mesa.
She's like my daughter, so.
Yes. She follows you around literally like a puppy dog.
Literally.
Literally
all the time.
like a puppy.
Yeah.
I have a Mesa dual rectifier half stack, and I think it's great. I went to a clinic with Randall Smith, who's the inventor, pioneer of Mesa stuff. You can go, it's way back on our channel somewhere. Just Google Randall Smith Mesa Clinic RNA Music, and you'll find it. And after hearing his story of how he learned to do what he does and starting his company, it's kind of like Paul Reed Smith, you know, it's that kind of thing. He has a great story. So I like them a lot. I think they're pretty cool. And, you know, they're not cheap. They're not necessarily budget amps. And I don't know that we can move a ton of them in our location out here in East Texas. But I like them. I would love to carry those. Maybe someday we will. And then probably PRS, either PRS or ESP. We talked about that before. I like PRS guitars. I think they're great. Just beautiful guitars. I've only met Paul a couple of times. Reed Smith, not DeJaro, but the other Paul.
I kind of figured.
I figured, but I like their guitars. I think they're great. The quality is awesome, and I own two personally already. So if I could add another brand to the store, I think PRS would be one, Mesa Boogie would be one. Those would be the brands, I guess. There's others out there, but those are the main ones. You know,
But they don't matter.
if I had my druthers, if I had unlimited financial resources, we'd probably start with PRS and Mesa Boogie.
Yeah.
So, thanks for the question, Mike. Appreciate the shirt. Anybody else wants an RNA Music shirt, go down the link in the description. Teespring, get you an RNA Music shirt. A lot of people have been buying some lately, which is really cool. Thank you so much. You're keeping the music alive in East Texas. Next question, Walking Dead 1369. As always, great video. Really like the story of how you guys met. Just shows things don't necessarily happen all at once.
That's right.
Yeah. As I type this, I don't know the full story, but Ryan, thoughts on Vinnie Paul? If either of you could own one piece of historic music history, what would it be? Thanks again. Of all the channels I follow, yours is the one I check in on and comment the most. Well, thank you, Walking Dead. That's high praise, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
That means a lot. I really appreciate that. Thoughts on Vinnie? We kind of talked about that earlier. So yeah, very, very sad. If you could own a piece of music history, what would it be? What would you want?
I've said this before, but Kermit's banjo.
That's right. Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
Oh my gosh, I would totally own. Yeah, like the one from Rainbow Connection. You know, going across this pond. There's a puppet in the middle of a swamp. How did they do that? So cool.
The actual banjo.
The
that
actual
the puppet
banjo,
was
because
playing.
Jim Henson was messing with that, and I think he actually played banjo for
Really?
for that recording. So I would love that, and also would probably like any Jimi Hendrix guitar, any guitar that he's ever played, or the one he lit on fire and he was just like
Baron Baby.
Yeah. That.
I wish you owned a Jimi Hendrix guitar. That would be great.
Oh gosh. Maybe the first piano that like Mozart played on, or Beethoven played on, or that they composed their pieces on, or something like that.
Mozart played the harpsichord.
The harpsichord.
They didn't have pianos yet in Mozart's time.
Yeah.
But Beethoven did.
Yeah, him sitting there and that. Oh, I need to watch that movie again.
It's a good movie.
Immortal Beloved? Is that what it was called?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was so good. When he's sitting there with his ear to the. What's his name? Your favorite actor?
Played Ghost Rider.
No.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh my gosh.
Richard Dean Anderson.
Yes, exactly. Richard Dean Anderson. MacGyver played.
Yeah. Oh, Gary Sinise.
No.
Oh. Gary Oldman. Was that Gary Oldman?
Yes, it was.
That looks like Gary Oldman in that movie. I'm pretty sure Gary
I remember
Oldman
we
played
had I think our
Beloved.
first couple fight was about what movies Gary Oldman did or did not play in. And I think it was over Air Force One. And I was like, that's Gary Oldman. And you're like, no, it's not. And I'm like, yeah, it is. And he was like, and so to this day, whenever we either see Gary Oldman or so he says
In person.
he
comes in the shop.
Whenever he comes over and has lunch with us, we always know. I'm just joking. He does not. He does not.
I mean, Gary like that. That's why I know what movies
That's why
he's in.
I know his movies. I was there when he was shooting them. But anyways,
He called me from the
so we have that funny thing that we're like, that's not Gary Oldman. Like when he was in Harry Potter, whenever he was in, what is it? Your other favorite movie with Bruce Willis?
Die Hard?
No, good lord.
The Fifth Element.
Fifth Element, and then he was in Lost in Space, and there's so many Gary Oldman movies.
He wasn't in Lost in Space.
Yes, he was. He was Dr. Smith. Oh my gosh.
He's so good at not being himself in each movie.
Yes, he is. Yes.
It's not like Al Pacino, where it's like, oh, it's Al Pacino playing Al Pacino in every movie.
Every single.
Or De Niro. It's like, oh, he's just playing himself in all these different movies. It's the same guy, just different movies.
Yeah.
Gary Oldman is like, who's that guy? That looks like Gary Oldman, but I don't think it's him.
Is that Gary Oldman?
It's different.
And he's at Churchill in the new movie when he plays Winston Churchill in the new movie, Winston Churchill. I don't know if it's called Winston Churchill.
I don't think so. I don't think it's.
He did a great job.
It's not him.
Yeah. Did he play Churchill in Dunkirk? I don't know. But anyways. But I would love, going back to the original question. Yeah.
A piano that Beethoven played.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good answer. I was thinking like, one of Dimebag Darrell's guitars, but Beethoven's piano that he played on. Mm-hmm. Any piano that he actually sat
that he
on,
actually sat.
Doesn't be his personal,
yeah.
But that's a pretty good one. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna agree with that.
Yeah.
And one of Dimebag Darrell's actual guitars that he played, Washburns. Mm-hmm. I'm a bigger fan of his Washburn collection than his Dean collection. Personally. So, yeah. Beethoven's piano and Dimebag Darrell guitar.
There you go.
Done.
There.
Next question, Blaine Ludman. Hey, Blaine. Hey, y'all. So, why homeschooling? Do you think Lars is a good drummer? Either way, why?
That's why homeschooling.
That's a great. Lars should have gone to drumming and homeschooling.
Yeah.
He should take homeschool. To me, it's more about what he doesn't play and how well he listens and plays music instead of Flash. He went out, got proper lessons after Kill 'Em All tour, Ride the Lightning. Can I get a WTF about Vinnie Paul? Expletive and sorrow deleted. Yes, yeah. Vinnie Paul, big. I was bummed out last weekend.
Yeah, he was.
I was a little more emotional when Dime passed away.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh God.
He was crushed.
I was crushed.
Yeah. I remember the exact moment. Like I remember the exact moment when Dime died because of his reaction. So.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. The Vinny thing was pretty terrible as well.
Yeah.
A heart attack is just.
Because I woke up to him going like, oh man. I'm like, what's wrong? He was like, Vinnie Paul died.
It's like 2:30 in the morning. Why are you awake?
I know. I'm like, I'm so sorry. But I felt so bad because I know how,
yeah,
it was.
They were big.
Because his heart was broken. But
yeah, it's terrible. So why homeschooling? You want to answer that one?
There's so many different reasons why homeschooling. The education system is failing not only the children but the teachers, and even in the state of Texas. I don't blame teachers. They get what they get. They have what they have to work with, and there's a lot of amazing teachers.
They have to do what the state and the government tells them to do.
So my dad was a teacher. He still is a teacher. But for us, it was a lot to do with what our kids were learning versus what they were being taught. Whenever the teachers would teach them, of course, they teach to test. And again, it's the state and our nation that's failing the school system.
Absolutely.
But a lot of what they were learning and coming home with was just not right. The questions that they would come home asking about were very adult questions. And they were seeing and hearing, or especially our oldest, because our youngest was only in the first grade, but he was already exhibiting a lot of anger and frustration when it came to education. Our youngest one was, but our oldest one, when we pulled him out, he was only in the 6th grade. We had talked about it a couple of years before that, but it was just, he was changing and not for the better. And we have a rule in our class, we don't have teenage years. We learn self-control, and we learn to talk about how we're feeling, and we learn to be honest, and you're not allowed to close off yourself in your room and just stay in your head all day long. You have to come out and talk to us and have dialogue, and even if it's just I'm upset with y'all, or I'm angry, or I'm sad, or whatever it is, you need to express how you're feeling. And he was getting really dark and very angry, and the things that he was exposed to just wasn't right. And so we just made a personal choice for us, like what kind of child and what kind of an adult did we want to nurture and to raise. And at that time, public school was just not going to help us they weren't on the same wavelength when it came to standards of morality, really.
Yeah.
Honestly. And he was doing fine academically, but his emotional state and how he was being hurt, he was being bullied, and we were like, enough is enough. We only have one Nicholas. We only have one chance at this for him. We have obviously another child, but they're two separate people, and we wanted to make sure that we did it right.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of person that I just, I believe, like, you think about this when they're born, that you only have 18 summers to have your child until they are adults. And at 6th grade, I thought, I only have like 6 summers left with him until he's an adult. So I need to make the most out of this time that we have in order to make sure that he knows that he's loved, that he knows that he's talented, that he knows that he's smart, that he knows that his creativity knows no bounds, that he can do whatever he puts his mind to as long as he works hard, and he just wasn't getting that there. They were actually stifling that and making him feel bad about himself. I say they, I don't mean necessarily the teachers, because there was a lot of great, amazing teachers at that school. I'm just saying the environment.
But there were some teachers who were not great.
Yes. I mean, you have
teachers.
It's like a petri dish. You have, you have the environment, and you just smear a lot of bad other environments in there and close it off. It's going to grow certain things that you do, a lot of bacteria that's going to kill off a lot of the good bacteria. And that's how we felt it was happening to our kid. And we just weren't going to have it. So that's, in a nutshell. There's so many other elements that went along with that. But as parents, we love our kids. And not that people who go to public school, but we notice the signs. And there are too many kids in this world that are committing suicide over things that they hear at school that are...
Or how they're being treated at school.
Their focus is off, and it's more materialistic than it is about themselves and about other people and the love for their, human race. And we wanted to make sure that our kids knew that we love everybody, we care for everybody, but we especially love and care for ourselves. Because if you don't love and care for yourself, you're not going to be able to show that to others. So
that's right. Here you go. Do I think Lars is a good drummer? He's all right. Plays in one of the biggest bands in the world, so I think he's done okay.
That pendulum swung, didn't it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Homeschool.
All the way over to the other side.
Well, a lot of people's biggest concern about homeschooling is socialization. What about the kids' socialization? It's like,
yeah, no.
What if they're getting really crappy social?
Right. It's like, I would, I'm not saying this as a blanket statement for all public schools, but most public schools, it's like taking your kid to prison and saying, I'm just letting them stay there for socialization.
Yeah, I just want them to get to know all these other people and learn how to interact with people.
When knowing good and well that most home lives, you don't know what's going on in other children's home lives, and it's going to come out. And it's going to affect your child, whether in a positive or in a negative way. And some children, when it affects them negatively, it really affects them negatively. And with Nicholas especially, he's very emotional, and he takes things very seriously, and he takes people's emotions very seriously, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. And he just could not handle how ugly and mean people were, because we were taught to love everybody. And we teach him to love everybody, and we were taught to love everybody, and so. But
not everybody's a nice person.
But not everybody's a nice person, and he knows that. He doesn't have a bubble understanding of life. He works. He
works around people all day long,
and he has
all day for hours at a time.
He has a work ethic.
Constant flow of new people he has to interact with
all day long, and
he does really well.
And he loves it. And every person that comes up to us and knows our son and knows, you know, how Nicholas is. They're like, he is an amazing young man. He is so sweet and so loving. I'm like, that's right. And we purposed it that way. Yeah. We wanted him to be a very big people person, but no matter what you look like, no matter who you are, no matter what your walk of life, he will give you a big old smile and, you know, maybe even a hug if you let him.
He's a hugger.
He is a hugger. He is a sweet person.
Like the other bass player we know.
Yeah, bitter man.
Bitter bass. Yeah. All right. I think Lars is a fine drummer. Is he the best in the world? No. Is he the worst? No. But he does what he needs to do, and his style of playing is a key element of Metallica.
Who cares? That man is, what is he, like
55,
56 years old? And he's getting paid. It don't matter no more what kind of drummer he is.
I don't think he gives a crap what people think if he's good or not.
You know, that is not even on his radar anymore. He goes into autopilot probably with those songs.
You know, and I saw them in Dallas, and I was right up there, like right up close. And they played that whole set. I was like, you know what? He played a whole 2-hour thing of nonstop
clean
drumming. Yeah, well, perfect? No, but nobody's perfect.
But still.
But it sounded great. I thought they did a great job live, honestly. So. Most technical in the world? No. But what he does works for the band he's in.
Yeah, he's entertaining.
Yeah. He gets the job done. Thanks for the question, Blaine. Next question. Joseph Revels. Dave Barlow does videos on Ironworks, LOL gear. Iron gear pickups. There's a little confusion. I read the question last week. It said Ironworks, but it's actually Iron Gear pickups. I just read the question. That's the way it was typed.
Yeah.
Is the orange CMG hanging behind y'all yours, or is it a display piece? Well, this one, I don't remember which one was behind us in the video. It's probably this one. This one is, well, it belongs to the store. It's for sale. It's the one that has the little comfort contour forearm bevel. I think it's actually on our Reverb store. And it might even be on our website. So that is, yes, that one is for sale. We do have one here that I keep at the shop that is ours. This one has like the round over reveal binding, the forearm contour. It's got some optional upgrades on it. But I keep our personal one, 0326, 000326, serial number. I keep it here so people can go, hey, this is what the base...
Get their hands on it and feel this.
This is the base model, the one that you find for $7.99 with nothing extra special, swanky, whatever. This is it, if you want to play it. This is the one that's got the reveal binding, round over edge, comfort contour, if you want those options. So this one is here, it's available, but we also do keep our personal one here. So, and we have people come in because they want to try them. What does the neck feel like? That's what everybody wants to know. What does the neck feel like? And sometimes, I mean, I can tell you it's a 59 neck, or it's a D shape, or a C shape, or this is, 12-inch radius, or, whatever that stuff is. But until you put your hands on it,
right,
it's hard to really feel that. So, but we had a guy just a couple days ago. He came in, he wanted to try out the CMGs because, wanted to put his hands on it. So he came in and played them. He's like, all right, well, let me know when you get some more in. I'm like, okay. It's going to be 2019 because they're backlogged on orders. So,
which is awesome.
Which is great. They're in a great place. Yeah. So yeah, it's available. Check it out. All right, final question. Scott H. Hi, Scott. Scott was just here.
I know. It was nice meeting you and your wife.
Yeah, thanks for coming into the store, Scott. What are your longer-term dreams / ideas for where you would like to take RNA music as far as growth and goods and services offered, while I assume still maintaining that warm and personal mom and pop music shop and lesson studio ethos? Great question. Longer-term dreams, ideas? Have you thought about it much?
Yeah, I have. We thought about changing location to move closer into town. Being able to get enough space for, I think, more lessons, hiring new teachers. I've been just praying that we get a violin teacher of some kind. Yeah, that would be great. Another guitar teacher would be great, so we wouldn't have to turn down so many kids because it's just the two of us, and Brianna. And yeah, I would like to see just more gear, just maybe rearranging and stuff like that. But, you know, we've been slowly, because again, it's just us.
It is just the two of us.
Remodeling and making it, you know, feel more streamlined and everything. But yeah, I would love to see more space and more room to
More
grow.
space would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question. A lot lately I've been thinking about doing more online stuff, digital, not necessarily like selling guitars and strings and picks and things online, but more of like our teaching resources, like doing online lessons and videos and like curriculum, like you could like online lesson stuff. So that's one thing I would definitely like to do more of, because if we grow in that area, we're not as dependent on our location. It would be nice to be able to pick up one day and just, if we wanted to move to, I don't know, Denver,
Just
you know,
spitballing here.
just spitballing, move to Denver. You know, if a lot of our products and services are digitally based, it doesn't really matter where you live. You could live anywhere. So we love our local community, and, you know, our majority of our income at this point is based off of local students and teaching and lessons, and we love that. But it would be nice. I would like to grow more into producing our own materials, like lesson materials. We have a lot of people, like all of you guys who are watching our video right now, who you don't live in Texas or in Canton. You can't necessarily come in and take you know, lessons or tune-up lessons ever so often, you know.
Right.
But if we had things to offer you guys, might be a lesson program or package of some kind. Of course, the t-shirts are great, and we really appreciate that. People all over can get a t-shirt from us. Patrick in Australia got a hoodie.
Nice.
Because it's freaking freezing in Australia right now while we're burning up.
I know, he would wish he could trade with us, I know.
Oh, he loves that.
And I would too.
Yeah, I'll trade with you right now.
I'd rather be cold than hot.
Patrick. You know, so yeah, obviously continue teaching. My passion really is for teaching. That's what I love the most, even more than, you know, gear. Like, gear is nice and selling guitars is fine, but I really enjoy teaching and interacting with people. So I like to grow more in that area.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, like if I had a blank check and I could fill the walls with gear and amps and stuff, I would totally do that. But, you know, just finding that balance between, you know, the educational part and teaching and helping people reach their musical goals, you know, and then of course having cool gear everywhere.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun too. But just finding that balance, but continuing to grow, but slow and steady.
Right.
You know, we're not in a rush to get there.
No.
We'll get there when we get there. We'll get there when we get there.
Yes. Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Yeah. I would like it to become, my thought is, as far as the sales, like, you know, selling guitars online and doing online sales of that stuff.
Yeah.
That's great, but there's a lot of headaches involved with that sometimes, with shipping, and, you know, people want to try guitars in their hands, you know. They just do. And, you know, we're not big enough to where we can just ship a guitar and like, oh yeah, return it, ship another one, oh, return it, ship another one, return it. I mean, now that costs shipping, and that racks up the bill, you know, and somebody's paying for that. There's no free shipping.
Ever.
Somebody's paying for something somewhere. And,
there's no free anything.
There's no free anything.
There really isn't.
But
Air.
Yeah. So I like the idea of becoming more of kind of a destination type place where, and we do have that. We do have people who come from Dallas, which is about an hour away. And we have people who are passing through Texas on their way somewhere else. Like, I'm in Texas. I'm in Dallas for 2 days on business. I'm from Washington State. I had to drive out and see you guys. I'm like, awesome.
I know.
Thank
so
you.
cool.
That is cool. I love that.
I have a 3-hour layover from.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Dallas for 2 days. So I thought, hey, it's only an hour to Canton from Dallas.
Yeah.
I'll zip on down and, you know, check out that
Angela.
Butter Palace they keep talking about and see RNA music. So
Don't say Butter Palace.
yeah, it's Dairy Palace.
Because you're gonna look everywhere. I see a dairy
Where's
queen.
the dairy? Where's the Butter Palace?
And then you'll have people from all over driving in and stop at a gas station. Where's your Butter Palace?
Where's the Butter Palace? And they go, oh, you Dairy Palace. It's right
Dairy
over
Palace is right there.
So I really like that idea of making it kind of a destination type place, so people can come in and physically play guitars and talk to us and see what we do. So I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking at the moment. But thanks for the question, Scott.
Yes, thank
Make
you.
me think about the future. I'm just trying to think
write it down. Make
I'm
it
trying
a
to
plan.
think about what are we having for dinner.
In front of you.
I'm thinking about what am I doing tonight.
You're having salmon.
Am I?
Yes.
Awesome. I need some salmon. It's good for their heart. That's what they say. Give it to me. All right. Thank you guys so much for all the questions this week. Really appreciate it. If you have a question for next week, leave it below and we'll try to answer it. And thank you guys so much. We really appreciate all the comments as well as the questions. And thank you guys so much for ordering your t-shirts, for getting those shirts from us. It means a lot. Thank you guys so much. And we will see you next time. Stay tuned for more videos. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you have subscribed, hit the thumbs up button.
Yes.
YouTube likes it. It helps us.
Notifications. Yeah,
you can get all the notifications or some notifications when you click the bell. So you got to click it when it has the little parentheses over the bell to get all of them. It's just the bell, you get some of them. It's messed up.
Weird.
It's messed up. So anyways, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Until then, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Music needs you.
And you need the music.
And you need the music. Stay bitter.
Yeah.
Oh, keep faith in the bass. That's what Paul says.
Keep faith in the bass.
Keep the faith in the bass.
Ace of bass.
Ace of bass. Listen to Ace of bass. And we will see you guys next time. So excited. Say that again. I'm recording, by the way.
Can you imagine talking like this every single day?
I do!
I would like, thank you. Yes, I would like plastic. I would like that. Thank you.
I would like fries with that.
I would. It's the best. Why are you shouting? I'm not. This is my normal talking voice. I record every week.
Why are your ears so sensitive? Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys. I forgot. I always forget that you say, I think you say something after that. It's Ryan. You say it's Ryan. Oh, no. You say hi to y'all. Go, hi, guys. That's right. Okay. Oh, boy.
I've done this before.
I know. I just...